Hey guys, it's Monday evening here in the Philippines, so you know what time it is. It's time for us to do our premium unboxing, and today we got a few cars from Johnny Lightning and Greenlight, some older releases and some newer releases. Predominantly Mopars, but we do have a couple of GM cars in the mix. So let's get started. The first one I'm going to show you today is the Mopar 80th Anniversary 2017 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. Yes, it says 37 to 2017, but I don't think this car came out till 2018, or it was late 2017. Sometimes when I get items here, they're a little bit behind on like release dates in the US. So it could have been 17, I just didn't see the car till 18. But anyways, this is a really cool piece, and this is the newer body style Hellcat, which I'm a big fan of. So let's get him out, get a closer look at him. And there he is. Very nicely done by Greenlight. Like this body style. I know some of the newer ones have like flares on the outside. They look really good too, with the flares around the wheel openings. I think that's like 2020, 2019 release Hellcat, something like that. But has the Mopar anniversary emblem on it, also with the little Hellcat emblem on the fender. So pretty cool. Like these big 5-spoke wheels. They also look really good on this car. And love how Mopar tried to make these side marker lights look really subtle by kind of integrating them into the wheel arch. So it's pretty cool. At first I thought there was like a nick in the paint when I looked at it, but then I realized it's actually the marker lights. So that is pretty cool. SRT in the grill, I believe. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So nicely done front end, and it's got the opening hood, I believe. Let's see here. If it does, mine is stuck, so I'm not sure if this casting has an opening hood or not. It looks like it does with the cut body line, but sometimes they're kind of fastened shut. So accurate with like all the air intakes on the hood. Once again, that Mopar 80th anniversary emblem right there in the center air intake on the hood. Pretty cool. Love this blue with the white, like pearl white, almost silver type of racing stripes. Reminds me of the Viper. Pretty cool. And love the tail panel of the newer Chargers too. It looks really good. And then once again, there's the 80th anniversary insignia, and then Charger SRT on the rear valence, and then the Dodge lettering across the rear tail light. Nicely done by Greenlight. So, and this one's got side mirrors too, which they started doing that on a lot of their castings, which I know a lot of collectors really appreciate that because it gives it a little more realism. So this is a very nice car. So let's move along to another Mopar. And this one is from the cult classic Vanishing Point. The 70 Dodge Challenger from that movie. A very cool car. Been a long time since I've seen this movie. So I don't even remember a lot of the details of this movie, but do remember this car. As I said, it's like a cult classic. Any gearhead that follows like the big screen knows this car. Even if you haven't seen the movie, you would know this car. So kind of like Bullet Mustang or something like that. It's just, you know, an older movie, but it's very iconic car from that movie. So the car is more popular than the movie, I would say. So anyways, let's get him out, get a closer look at him. And you know, today when I was on YouTube, there was a video, saved it, I haven't watched it yet, but it was like Vanishing Point Challenger versus the Charger. So there's a scene in there with a Charger, I believe. So I'm going to watch that video later. And one day I'm going to have to sit down and watch this movie again, because it's probably been since I was a kid when I watched this movie. So here he is. This is a great casting by Greenlight. They did a nice job with the 71 Challenger. As I pointed out before in my Challenger video, front end sits a little low, but besides that, it's not bad. They just released a convertible casting of this car, which is probably going to be pretty cool. Well, actually, it's not going to be. It is pretty cool. I've seen some pics of it on Facebook, and it looks really nice. And what's cool about it, it's a totally new casting. Now, I don't know how the future hardtops are going to be. I don't know if they're going to retool and make a plastic insert for the roof like they did with the Cuda. I'm actually hoping that they follow suit with how they produced the Challenger, one die-cast hardtop and one die-cast convertible, and not trying to use the same mold and just make insert pieces for it. So hopefully they'll retool the Cuda, or somebody will come out with a better Cuda, like say for example Auto World, because Auto World I think has the best Challenger. It's just that their wheels are a little small. Greenlights, as we all know, are a little bit fat, but the Mopar rally wheel is spot on with the Greenlight cars. The diameter, the look, everything. The ones on Auto World are a little bit small. But they did a fantastic job with this car. And very cool. They actually released a 143rd Challenger, and I think they were at that time trying to get the rights to the Vanishing Point movie, but I don't think they could, so they released it in the Rapid Transit box, and now they're releasing it again, but in a Vanishing Point box. And then they also had the Rapid Transit in yellow. I have both of them. I will show you the guys those sometime. But yeah, I think it was because they were denied rights to the Vanishing Point movie at first, or something like that. I'm not sure the whole story behind it, but it was just kind of strange that they released this white 143rd Challenger that was identical to the Vanishing Point car, but boxed it as something else. Anyways, as you can see in the grille, it's got the Challenger RT emblem, which is very cool. Challenger RT badges on the fender. I think it's Hemi badges on the side of the Rally Hood Scoop. And I'm taking it that's going to be the exact same plate that was on the car from the movie. And as always, these are numbered on the bottom. So yeah, I'm going to say that's probably not 80,960. I don't think they've went that extreme with production. So I'm going to say it's more like 9,608. But I know Greenlight is not mass producing, but producing a lot more cars than what they used to. So the green machines still may be like 2%, but I think there's a lot more production, so they're not as rare as what they used to be. And nowadays they're making a lot of just green machines. Like this car's counterpart, the chase partner to it is just green base, green wheels. They also made a hitch and tow set of this, which is pretty cool. It's got a modern Ram with an enclosed trailer and this car. And then the greeny version is, as I just described, green wheels. So very nice piece. And the next one we're opening, another Greenlight, and it's another Challenger. This one, oops, I'm going to rip the roof off of my garage here. It's made to come off so I can change cars inside, but anyways. This one is Bear-Jackson Hemi Challenger that sold for $148,500 back in, I think it was probably 2016 or 17. Very cool car. One of my favorite colors, Hemi Orange. I do have this car in the green machine. I think we've unboxed it a few months back. So let's get the regular variant out and take a look at him. And this is a really cool series because it comes with the card and stuff on the, and it tells you exactly everything about the car, what it sold for, and things like that. Even down to the lot number that it was in the auction at Scottsdale. So it's actually a really cool series. Really dig the Bear-Jackson and even the Mecum, because they do the same thing with those collector cards telling you about everything that had happened during the auction and stuff. So here we go. Another Challenger RT. Pretty much the same thing except it's in Hemi Orange. Challenger RT badge. A little Pentastar and a little chip in the paint too, but no biggie. So, anyways, Greenlight's known for having flaws, and it's even got the Bear-Jackson plate on it. RT in the fender again, then Challenger RT in the grill, as we've seen on the last one, and this one is 2,770. So this one's only a 4-digit numeral, whereas like the Vanishing Point you could see is 5 digits. So I'm going to say they have over 10,000 of those. These are probably under 10,000 still. So these you may say that the Green Machine may be 200 or less, but I'm not sure. So it's kind of hard to say on that 2% theory anymore. So pretty cool car. As I said, one of my favorite colors, the Hemi Orange. Although I think this one is, I don't know, a little bit lighter than Hemi Orange. I'm sure that they had like a Go Mango, they called it, and another orange color. That it was a little bit lighter than Hemi Orange. Hemi Orange, I think, was more like a reddish orange in my opinion. So, moving along, let's go ahead and do another brand, the Johnny Lightning, and let's do a GM. And this is a release from 2018, I believe. And this is a Mijo exclusive Buick T-Type. And this car is spot on. I had another one that was loose that I did, I think, a review on in my Buick video, but I'm not sure if I showed this to you guys or not, or if it was just a Grand National. So anyways, limited production, one of 2016. And maybe that may be the year that it was released. Let me check it out here and see if I can find the copyright date quickly. No, it's 2018 actually, so I was right. It's 2018 release, so that 2016 has no significance. Then I guess that's just a number they picked. I'm sure there's some significance behind it, but not because it's the year of release. So this is a very cool car. And the T-Types, they were usually like either this two-tone or like one solid color. And actually, besides like the G and X, if you were going to have a regular Grand National, I think I would rather have a regular T-Type. Same drivetrain, same everything, except the T-Type had more of like Buick Regal type of luxuries integrated with a Grand National drivetrain. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds. So this is a really cool car and very, very nicely done by Johnny Lightning. And this is probably one of the nicest variants of a T-Type that I have found. Even their older ones weren't this nice. I mean, they were nice, but this with the wheels, everything. It's pretty much spot on. That two-tone paint job is really cool. And this kind of mimics the first Grand National ever from 1982. It was actually made as like a NASCAR tribute type of thing in 1982, and it was black and silver. The only year that a Grand National is not all black. Every year afterwards, when they went into mass production, they were always all black. So if you find a turbo Buick that is not all black from the factory, then it is a Grand National. Or that it is a turbo Buick. Grand Nationals were only black, unless it's an 82. So, a very cool car. Just like I said, it's pretty much spot on with the coloring, the wheels, everything's perfect. Even the emblem on the fender, T-type. The headlights, the grill is done very nicely. The grill even has the T-type emblem in it, if we can get it to focus a little better. And it's even hard to see it in there, but it is there, right in that section there. And then the T-type plate is a nice little touch. It's got some slop in the back axle, but hey, it's just going to sit on display anyways. So nicely done with the tail panel, 3.8 liter turbo. And Buick. Interior is nicely done, accurate dash, console, bucket seat, interior. Very cool car. They did one heck of a job on this. So yeah, this one I'm very happy with on this because I'm G-body collector. So yeah, I absolutely love that car. I think it's beautiful. So let's go ahead and do our last GM car, and this one comes to us from Greenlight once again. This is a Meckham Auctions car, and this is one series that is very, I can't say strange, but different when it came to the green machines. The green machines of this series had yellow tires, and this is one car that I would love to have in the green machine variant with yellow tires. It's actually one that I'm going to make a point to own someday for my collection. The blue Cuda with yellow tires, and then the purple Challenger with yellow tires, and so on. Those are cool too, but this one being yellow and then having the yellow tires looked like a lightning strike from Johnny Lightning, if you guys remember those chase vehicles. So this would be a must-have greenie for me someday. And it's, I don't even know what to call it, if it would be a yellow machine because it has yellow tires, so I'm not sure what they call it, but it's very cool. So let's get him out of the pack and take a better look at him. And this is a very cool casting by Johnny Lightning, the 70 Chevelle. Nicely done. This one, they say, is a Copo, so I'm not sure what it had that was special. And it was an LS6 car, is what it says on the package. So I don't know why it was like a central office production order car, because this looks like just a stock LS6 Chevelle with, you know, SS package, and it has the 454 big block, as they all did, the LS6 450 horse. So I'm not sure if it's like because of the coloring or because of some other option that they had to order it from the central office. But yeah, that's kind of strange that they're calling it central office production order, because usually a lot of those cars look like V6 cars and they have like a big block in them, such as like the, well, Copo Camaro, and then the Copo like cars that Yanko used. That's how Yanko got his cars, was like 6-cylinder cars with a 427 in them, and then he would do his upgrades. Or you could just get the central office production order 427 in a 6-cylinder type Camaro, but it had all the SS driveline and such. That's all that a ZL1 was. It had the all aluminum 427 in it, and it had all 6-cylinder trim and everything. It was kind of a sleeper. So yeah, I'm not sure what makes this a central office production order. I'm sure it says on the package, but I'm not going to go through reading that at the moment. Once again, this has like a Mecum type of plate on it for the Mecum auction. So pretty cool car. I actually have the Hot Wheels 100% 70 El Camino, and what's cool about it, it has a hitch, and I put a Greenlight trailer behind that. I want to put this on the trailer, so it's like actually the perfect pair. 70 El Camino with a 70 Chevelle. The only difference is the 70 El Camino is a little bit like of a, I don't know, not orangish yellow, but it's a darker yellow, kind of like a taxi cab yellow almost. So last but not least is our newest release. This is just from maybe the past couple of months. This is the Johnny Lightning 50th anniversary 70 Superbird, and this one I got because of the petty blue. I love this color, and as I think I've showed you guys before, my petty blue Carlisle, well, maybe not Carlisle, but it's a 2005 Chrysler Nationals souvenir car, and I just didn't open it yet because of the fact that it has some sentimental value because it's the Nationals that I attended, and I never bought the souvenir car back then 15 years ago, and ironically I found it here in the Manila, Philippines at a swap meet about a year ago. So it's just kind of like really cool that I actually was able to buy that car 15 years later after regretting not buying it when I did attend. So here is this one, and it's just cool. It's counterpart and like version, I think this is, yeah, this is version A. So version B is white. The white one's cool too, but just petty blue is very iconic on this car because Petty raced these in NASCAR in this color. So very suiting for this car. Very nicely done by Johnny Lightning. Only thing I have against this car, it is a little bit underscaled, but hey, it's beautifully done. It's proportionally correct. It's just a little bit small for 1/64th. And as I was showing you guys on the White Lightning, this also has those 50th anniversary 1969 to 2019 white letter tires on it, which is pretty cool. I think the greatest feature of this one that I like the most is, well, one, the Acme plate, because this is actually a Looney Tunes edition. They even have like the Looney Tunes rights and things like that on the packaging, so that's why it says Acme, because if you remember the Coyote always trying to catch the Roadrunner with like missiles and other things he bought from Acme. And then the second thing I really like about this car is the steel body-colored wheels with the dog dish or poverty caps, whatever you'd like to call them, which is really cool. So very nicely done on this car. Love it. So guys, this is our premium unboxing for this week. And Wednesday, we'll be taking a look at some green machines for our Chase unboxing. We'll be doing a couple of body color greenies and a couple of green wheel greenies from, I think we have some from Datsun, from Chevy, and from Mopar, and I believe Pontiac. So we got a huge mixture of different manufacturers there. So we'll be focusing on Green Machine Chase cars on Wednesday. So make sure you tune back in for that. If you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. Please give me a thumbs up and share the video if you did like it. And then I will see you guys on Wednesday. So thanks for watching and have a great week.